Good evening, my friends. It's Friday evening. We just lost contact with the world. The TV is not working on both TVs, so something is wrong with the transmitters. So I will go a little bit earlier. It's 7:30, and it will be posted in the morning. I want to inform everyone again, I have a problem with Imposter. She is pretending to be me. She's on Instagram, and she is, so many people wrote me about this. So if you will find Violetta with one T, I'm double T. Otherwise, she has my icon, and she's pretending that she will do reading to you. Don't go, I don't know, I don't trust someone who is cheater. So please be aware, I will never reach to any one of you. I'm respecting you, and I'm respecting myself. I'm not following and telling people come to me for a reading, because that's not my job. If someone wants to come several times, I'm more than happy. But I'm not telling anyone come for a reading because I think there is something to scare you. No, there is not in my genes. And yesterday my son called me and he said, "Did you send me a message on Instagram?" I thought, why would I send you a message? What's going on? And he said, I thought that it's Tracy making me a joke, and someone who has your icon, just one T, is sending me a message. I said, no, it wasn't me. Okay, I will take care of it. And Roman is a spicy young guy. So he was talking with her for quite a while. And he called his friends and told them, send a message to his quite a few friends. And they block her as well. And they report her. So today she wasn't there. So it's a scammer. There is no other way, but I was so happy that this little, when he was a kid, we were calling him lawyer, and he was telling us when he made a song when he was 2.5, something like that. I'm the boss in the family. We were driving down the hill on the main street in Red Deer, and he is saying, I'm the boss in the family, and you have to listen to me. Yeah, he is a bossy creature. Not that I don't know how he is using his charm, because he has so many friends who likes him to be the one who is taking always everything in his hands, and he's not a bad kid. He never was a bad kid, but he likes to have that zest for being the bossy one. His mom is a Leo, so I think, but his father was always the bossy one. Okay, again about Trump. And please send me comments and likes and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. I see pictures as answer in my head, and then I will tell you about those pictures. When Tracy or Cheryl are here, they will ask me right away, and I will, in front of you, I will have the visions. But otherwise, I have to prepare in advance, because I want to know the questions that you are sending. And thank you for your question. Thank you for your wonderful congratulations on my 700 video. This will be 702. Getting close to 12 million views. Not long, and I will be there. Okay. Cheryl, and she said, don't write that it's me, but I will say it. Cheryl she said, Trump was served with subpoena to testify before January 6th committee. You thought he would go down around the end of spring or beginning of summer. What is happening? To him? in court in February 2022, Jean Carroll might be a big player in some of this. Has Trump been ordered to submit his DNA for testing? Because we know that Jean Carroll has that dress, famous dress, second dress that is destroying a president. First was dress of Monica Lewinsky, the blue dress. We don't know what color was Jean Carroll dress, but girls don't wear dresses when you are around presidents or future presidents. It is my comments, and it's for entertainment only. Okay. So, has Trump been ordered to submit for DNA testing? Because the next case that she will be suing him, it will be about the rape. And Trump has declined that he ever met her and that she isn't his type. DNA would put all of that in rest. And I see delay. He will try it to eventually, they will take a swab from his mouth. And I see her holding to her pelvic area. That's probably where the dress was, the spots were there. It's usually stressful when we are holding like that. It's some kind of pain and feeling vulnerable. She is as well feeling that this area is responsible for our intuition, psychic intuition. When we have some kind of iffy feeling about someone, it's usually in that area that's around pelvic, around center of our body. So always listen to your intuition. You have that word feeling and you don't know, I don't like that guy, or what is going on, I don't feel comfortable. You have that feeling, respect that feeling, and always pay attention. And I'm worried that her life is in danger and that she will be open for threats. She will be like a target for Trump's people. And it's like soap opera. He is the villain, so he will be trying to put her down. So far, we didn't hear anything about the subpoena for DNA. The doctor will be needed for medical field, taking chances, and he will be fighting. Oh gosh, he will put a fight, and we will be witnessing another fight with a woman this time. So, DOJ gave Trump warning again. So will they show up without notice and soon? And I saw a cookie master on the cookie jar. So I think, the kids are happy to sneak and take the cookie from the cookie jar. Even Cookie Master will protect them from that. So I think DOJ will do this and unexpectedly. And DOJ asked for plans of Mar-a-Lago. That might be some clue. And I remember a long time ago I said that there might be hidden places in Mar-a-Lago, in the walls, on floor, who knows. So maybe that's the reason he wants to have 20 acres of Mar-a-Lago. He wants to have plans. He didn't need them before. He had people who were telling him where everything is. This time he was looking probably for those hidden places. Maybe he was listening to us. Some woman is telling him some information, maybe Melania. Yeah, DOJ has to fight and the justice has to be served. Two angels, angel of justice and angel of speak up your mind, fight for what is right. I will put the cards back. And I said there will be more searches long time ago. I said there will be more searches in Lago or Bedminster and Trump Tower and other properties. They have to pay visits to him and grab the cookie from the cookie master. Okay, so will they have more luck this time? Will they find something? They will pull everything from the darkness to the light. Symbol of knowledge, symbol of secrets, the little moon on the left side, sharing the informations, angel of love and health. They want to protect the country. So this is from me question. Did Trump destroy some people's lives? The one who were spying for USA in China and in Iran. Those high classified documents related to nuclear system are still missing from the archives. Iran missile program. So, and I saw someone gambling and playing Russian roulette. Russian roulette is always symbol of shooting with coincidentally kind of, you never know who will be shot. So I think he will be, he destroys some people without them knowing that they will be shot. Yeah, the grass is greener. He wanted money. He was all about the money, and now he's worried. And he did a lot of damage. That is probably not easy to repair those damage. It will be a lot of work to restore that spying system for USA. Every country is spying. There is no country that is on arena without spies. They have to be kind of useful. Cindy Bogart, do you see the Ukraine war stopping anytime soon? She's worrying about the winter in Europe. I see a Putin sitting like that on a chair, on a throne, and being bored, being abandoned. People will not, but he still is relaxed, in the relaxed. Eventually he will be abandoned and left on the mercy of his own people. The damage that he will cause is unbearable, unbelievable. He will end up being eventually being defeated by his own people. I'm afraid of winter in Ukraine, no gas, no water, no electricity. When we had martial law, it was not that long, under 2 years in Poland from 2001 in December 13, in the night. They put a martial law in Poland because they wanted us to be under control. So we couldn't go in the evening anywhere, because you can be even shot if you are on the street without permission. You had to ask for permission, and oh boy. So if someone was on the street, it was like death. So people were going through the back alleys, but there is not that many back alleys because the blocks don't have back alleys. So it was very risky for anyone to go for conspiracy. But people were still doing that, and Putin doesn't want that. He wants to control people. They were rotating us with electricity, so we knew that if it will be off, it will be for 2 hours probably, and everyone had the candle ready for that reason. The freezers were, for 2 hours they can be without electricity. They will put electricity. Water was the same way, and it was no fun. and you felt like they are squeezing you and they are putting you in control. Everything was on the stamps because there was shortage of everything. So it was very unpleasant time in Poland, but at least we were not afraid that someone will be killed without taking the risk. Otherwise, if you were at home, you were staying at home without hot water or water at all. But most of our houses that time, at least my house, we had to use the coal to heat the house. So it wasn't something that we were depending on, and they were not controlling the heating that much, so people had the hot apartments. I'm so afraid for those people in Ukraine because they are suffering extremely, and the winter is very harsh and it's cold. It is, under few degrees, and if you have no security even in your house, you have to go to the basement if you are lucky to have the basement. And there is no food, no water, sewer is not working. Yeah, it was not a good thing, and it isn't any good thing right now. It's so bad. I can't even imagine how badly it is. Will that end soon? Nice surprise, good choices. Eventually there were few feeling vulnerable, feeling not to know what to do. So I hope they are not going to give up because they will be afraid for their own people. They will be. War is the worst thing, With illnesses, you can at least try to help, and the young people are kind of surviving. But with war, everyone is a victim. There is no winners, especially in that situation. Diva 369, otherwise Heidi, she likes people with sense of humor. Because we were too tough now, so we will go for the more fun. She asked if I inherited it smart gene from my mother. It's funny because my mom was always saying that smart people can make jokes. And she was very intelligent. She had a really high IQ. She was working computer, and she was buying hundreds of crosswords. She was buying 2 books actually of those crosswords, and one for her husband, second husband, my stepfather, and for herself, and they were competing who will do better. And she had to carry her booklet all the time with her, even sleeping on top of this because he would be cheating. So she never wanted him to check her, and she was always the one who will win. And he had more time because she was working and he was staying at home. He was very sick. And they were always fighting. Like that book was, the hundreds crosswords was probably in a couple of weeks was done, and it was supposed to last for 1 month. Yeah, street smart, I can't say that she was, and she didn't have any sense of humor. Once she was sweeping the floor in front of our townhouse, we were renting that time, and my husband was coming from work. She's with the broomstick, and he asked her, "Is mommy flying away?" She came to the kitchen and she is furious. I said, "Mommy, it is a joke. He has a sense of humor. You know I have a sense of humor. Why don't you?" "Because I don't like the sense of humor." That was my mom. I like that joke. I think it is something, I I was laughing with him, and she was feeling that I was not fair to her because I let him to joke about her being on a broomstick. I told my brother-in-law his wife is now under Mount Everest on the first stage, so she is not climbing to the top, but it's cold. And I said, well, ask her to send me her broomstick because she is like a witch flying everywhere. He was laughing, I was laughing. Nothing wrong with that. My mom didn't like that. Her father, on another hand, he was 93 when we went to Poland. He died that age, so maybe 91. He was still telling us so many political jokes that it was unbelievable how this old guy knew all those jokes. He had them in his head. My father was always going to the hair, when they were cutting his hair. When he was cutting his hair over there, they were always telling jokes. So he loved to go there and coming with so many jokes, and I knew that that's normal. My mom never had that. She was, I love you, Mom, but the sense of humor was not her cup of tea. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke, and everything like that was forbidden for her. So now I might have after my father or my grandfather, but not after my mom. Eva S., is there a future in Iran? Is there a chance of changing the regime? I see a house built on the close to the cliff, so close that little mudslide can pull this house down over the cliff. Yes, the country is on the edge, and eventually the country will go destroy the old regime, and it will be a new different government because it's not popular anymore with people from Iran. Yes, it will be going for the different time, more quiet, more nicer to environment, more nice to people. Everyone will be looking for the change. Not too easy. Part-time job will be done now. But people want to have love as a symbol of freedom. Love is always making us feel like we are free. We are above the ground. So that will make those people feel eventually free, and that will be a big step forward. But not yet. Well, I don't know how, because time is never easy for psychics. So it's wonderful, wonderful, a lot of drama, but it is beginning, and we have to just hope that those people achieve what they want to achieve. Do you see the January 6th committee continuing past January 3rd? When new members are sworn into the House, it will mean more funds, and the Dems will be able to control the House. And I don't know what will be, because it will be muddy. Nothing will be finished, and I think instability, shaggy, muddy, whatever you want to call this, it's not clear picture. So I don't feel they will have to do so many recalls, so no one will know who is in the house or who isn't. Be prepared for that, and it will be riots, and it will be eventually the sun will be shining. King of Love, good one, and Queen of Love. That will be the Democrats will be. That's the cards are saying, because I saw the muddy side of it. And do you see another surprise before the election, either party? And it will be something related to justice. Someone will be defeated, yellow color, and wound to the heart. So there will be stabbing, really bad stabbing to someone, and it will be very damaging. So we have to be prepared for nasty thing happening. Yeah, chances, something related to not being able to be in control, related to men and celebrating, but I don't know if the other party will be celebrating or you. There is some big splash coming. Okay, Marina Dubies, likes and comments help to channel algorithm. Please ask questions and on the next video or write comments and leave the likes. Thank you. And Angie, A-N-G, is asking about my son Leszek, what he is doing. To be honest with you, he is doing some new project. He left YouTube and he is still going with a surprise. We don't know what he is doing. He doesn't want anyone to know. He has the privacy of being an adult. I gave him a birth, but now what he is doing with it, it's his choice. So I can't say what he is doing. As long as he is healthy and he has some dreams, that's okay. And Sandra Dobrowski, okay, will be giving us remedies. Okay. So Sandra is, for migraine, is mostly raw plant-based diet and your migraines will be gone. So healthy eating, but mostly grains and raw plants. And Michelle Grande, magnesium is great to prevent migraines. So this is for our remedies. Irma is asking for, and actually BP was asking about, and someone else was asking, no, BP, I told BP about the remedies, but someone else was asking and I didn't talk that, but I remember about oh yes, this one is Irma is asking for our prayers for her. She has a birthday today. Happy birthday. She had a bad circulation in her legs. What is a good remedy for circulation? I'm using the white stuff from grapefruit and white stuff from oranges. But grapefruit is the best. But they have now this pomelo, big fruit, which is very connected with grapefruit. It's just much sweeter and has more of the soft tissue, white tissue. That white tissue is apparently very good. But make sure you are not taking anti-cholesterol medication at the same time, because you have to discuss how much you can take it, because this works like a natural remedy to remove plaques in your veins. So that is for Irma. We will pray for you. And I want to add something from myself. I was chopping the orange skin because it's apparently helping for not to build the kidney stones. But I notice whenever I will take that in the night, I will have numbness in my hands. So maybe it's really hard to wash it because they must have put so much chemicals. So be aware when your body has too much chemicals, your body will respond with numbness, especially in the night. So now I'm always watching what did I had new, and if I had something like that, I thought, Mom, 3 times on the road I had that numbness, no more for me. Even apparently is very good remedy for kidney stones, but be careful. That's what is, I'm giving you my advice, that it was probably too much for me for something. I don't have any kidney stones, so maybe that was the reason. Okay, I want to pray for Irma, that she will recover from the pains in her, that bad circulation, and that she will have a nice birthday and she will be happy and healthy again. We want to send to everyone who is suffering any illness, healing powers, healing, and for people in Ukraine, that they wouldn't suffer from winter, that they will be able to stay positive, stay healthy and wealthy, and that there will be some miracle that will take away the war and people will start enjoying the normal life. For peace, health and wealth on the world for all of us, and stay connected. See you next time. Bye bye.